Topwater frogs are known for being one of the best ways to target bass, and they absolutely love them. But unfortunately, I live in the mountains, and there are no places to catch a bass anywhere near me. But we do have one thing, and that's trout. Big trout. So it got me thinking, people catch bass on topwater frogs all the time, but can you catch a trout on a topwater frog? And that's what we're gonna find out today. In this video, we have three main goals. Number one, we gotta go out to our local river and try to find a frog. Step number two, we have to identify what type of frog that is and hope that Walmart has the type of frog that we're looking for. And number three, we gotta head back to the river and catch a trout on this topwater frog. I'll see you guys at the river. I've made it to the local river where I think would be our best shot at catching one of these frogs. I've seen a ton of frogs here before, but I've never attempted to catch one. Spotted a frog, but this stuff's way too muddy to walk in. The closer I get to any water that's left in this pond, I'm just thinking we're going to try and make it to the river and hopefully just find a frog along the riverbank there. See you guys at the river. There's a frog right here. No way. Did we get it? No, we didn't get him. He was just right here. Where'd you go? Shoot, dude. There was a frog, but I don't think he's big enough to fit in the net. Okay, that's a good sign. I'm telling you, there's gonna be frogs on this stuff. Sitting in this grass. I think we're in the frog zone. We're in the frog zone. Looking for jumpies. Oh, no way. We got one. Right here. Oh, no. No way, I just missed him, dude. There's no way. Oh. Oh. Dude. See him. Oh my gosh, I got him. I got him. I got him. We got the frog. I don't want to lose him. But look at him. It's a little bitty guy. But that is what's hippity hopping in and around. There, we're going to see if we can't get a bigger one. But that's a good sign. Let's get a release on this guy and then look it up real quick and see if this is the right frog. But let's get a release on him. Task number one is completed, and we have identified our frog species as the northern leopard frog. Historically, the northern leopard frog was found throughout most of Canada and the US, except in the southern states. They typically eat your normal invertebrates, spiders, and crustaceans, which makes this river ecosystem absolutely perfect for these hoppy guys to thrive. Let's head over to Walmart and see if they have the frog that we're looking for. And I'll see you guys back out here once we got it. Walmart in the mountains might not be the best option for this. What we got going on here. All right, so we found this. Okay, the lunker frog. It might be a touch big, but I think we found it. We're gonna give this a shot. All right, guys, so we just picked up this here lunker hunt and lunker frog. We should be able to make it happen with this. And we're back. This is the lunker hunt and lunker frog. If you guys have spent any time in the trout fishing game, especially fly fishing like I have, you know that everybody says match the hatch. And it just so happens that the lunker hunt and lunker frog is based off of, yeah, you guessed it, the northern leopard frog. And I don't know if you could match the hatch better than throwing the exact same thing. And we've completed both of our tasks so far. The last task is just to be able to catch a fish on this guy right here. But we got to see if the cloud cover is actually getting fish pushed out into runs. So what we have done, we've got a spinner tied on our old trusty spinning rod here, and we're going to search for a trout or two just to make sure that they're actually out and feeding, and then we'll make the decision to tie on the frog and go after a true giant. So let's get casting. I started my way fishing up the creek, and not 5 casts into fishing, something caught my eye. It was unfortunately past, but it was a giant northern leopard frog, the perfect representation of what these giant trout could be eating. I think a giant brown trout came up, smoked him, and he ended up getting away. He couldn't survive the injuries. We found the frogs, now he's got to find the fish. That's pretty lucky. I continued pushing up the creek, using my spinner to search for a promising concentration of active and feeding fish. But the river was fishing slow. For one reason or another, I couldn't get a fish to save my life. And when I did, it was just dink after dink, nothing even remotely big enough that would bat an eye at the size of the topwater frog that I'd be using. Until I finally hooked up on what I thought was a sizable trout. There we go. Net, boom. We got her, let's go. Look at that beautiful, beautiful brown right there. A little bit bigger than 12 inches finally. But we're getting to a point where I've caught a couple of fish in some pretty close water to each other. So I think we're gonna go ahead and tie on the topwater frog once we get a release on this guy. So with this guy, I'm going to do a polymer knot. It's basically, you're going to double your line through, back through, get yourself some space here. Take this line, wrap it around, go back through, take that hole, open it up, go all the way around the frog, hold both ends up here so that your knot's going to be, see this tag end's behind it, and you just pull that sucker down just like so, and that's your polymer knot. Cut the tag end off, and boom, there you go. Let's give this a shot here. See if we can convince one of these big old trout to come out and eat. It looks so good in the water. We do have a pretty big storm coming in, so we'll have to act fast. Hopefully be able to catch one of these elusive browns. I wonder if we can get it right under this tree. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this might be the hardest fishing challenge I've ever attempted in my entire life. This video is going to be less than 15 minutes long. Well, I put close to 12 to 15 hours into fishing this frog in search of a bite over multiple days. I thought it could not be done. I had a couple followers throughout my time fishing with it, but for the life of me, I couldn't get one of these big trout to commit. I tried morning, I tried night, but for some reason, I was finally able to make it happen at the most improbable time of the day. I came up on one of the best pockets that this creek has to offer. It has amazing cover and a super cool bridge. I knew it held some fish, but during the middle of the day, my hopes were slim. I made a cast onto a run that had a bunch of submerged grass, and well, this happened. A little under this bridge action. There we go. It's a giant. On the frog. On the frog. It's an absolute giant. It's an absolute giant on the frog. No freaking way. Whole giant. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, no freaking way. No freaking way. Oh my gosh, guys. Look at the size of that fish. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try to show her off. Guys, check out this freaking beast. Come here. Ooh, topwater frog just popped out. No way. The frog just popped out. And that's an absolute tank, dude. Beautiful fish. Oh my gosh. So apparently, big old trout will eat a topwater frog. It's just not the ideal lure, for sure. Let's get a release on this girl. So is it the best lure in the world? Absolutely not, far from it. It works fantastic for bass. For trout, stick with your spinners, stick with fly fishing. This is not the move. Anytime you're able to catch a trout like that, it's an absolute treasure. Man, I am absolutely stoked right now, still shaking a bit, but that's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like and subscribe for some more incredible fishing content like that every week. I'm Gibby from Cutthroat Casters. I hope to see you guys out in the water. Until next time, keep casting.